Good morning. There's never really any good place to start if you're gonna, expose a bunch of bullshit. Excuse my language. It's usually worse. Anyway, my name's Joseph Putalito. No, it's actually Joey Patalis. I was born in Duncan's Mills, last of 7 kids. Dad bought the superintendent's house in in Duncan's Mills, and that's where I was born at. And grew up here till I was about 10. Went to Shasta County, graduated school up there, moved to Hawaii, moved back after 10 years on the rock, came back to San Francisco, married a ballerina, 2 beautiful kids. Now my ex-wife now, and I haven't seen my kids in a while because of the B word again. So I just want to let you know that I'm on my way to work right now. I've got a few minutes before I've actually got to get to work. I work for a painting contractor, and I'll be working out in Cazadero today. Enough preface. We're going to get to cutting some firewood here off of the main access to the one of many subdivisions out here that are pre-planned, pre-established. I already have utilities set to go. They've just been on hold for 30 years, something like that. Now these properties are owned by a subsidiary out here called Torr Realty company. My mom used to work side by side with them many years ago, and so I'm very familiar with the process. I'm very familiar with the people. I was going to meetings when I was 5, 6, 7 years old to determine the Open Spaces Acts and trying to keep the river from, as you can see, logging toothpicks. I don't know if you can see that, but that was a logging truck full of toothpicks, as the old timers would say. They're not even real trees. Haven't grown up to be real trees yet. So I'm going to take my chainsaw here. I'm going to get a little firewood for my wood stove that I have in my mobile domicile. So usually what we do is we find wood trees that have already fallen, are dry, and they're hazarded to fire, for access, for the fire department. All these roads out here are supposed to be open for fire access, because this is a high fire area. If you have any doubt about that, just look at Santa Rosa's record and the recent fires up here in 2020. Let's get to this. Our fire prevention teams out here have been replaced by fire protection corporations that are going to protect us from fires rather than prevent fires. So while the fire department sits around in their air-conditioned office or their nice heated seats at their little substation thingies out here, there's actually individuals that are out here cleaning and clearing these roads to keep the fire safety and keep the access roads open. Now, as you can clearly see, this is the entrance to a subdivision that has roughly 100 lots on it, and this is their idea of preventative fire measures, which is just let everything grow until it's in your way. They've also added a few of these trees to the down trees to the road to make sure that there's no access for any four-wheel drive activity, or for anybody who might want to camp on a lot in these 100 lots that have been open for 30 plus years and unmaintained fire, woods. So this tree right here, yeah, maybe it fell there, but it should be cleared. And that's what I'm going to do today, is clean up this access here, and maybe I can get a exemption from 1,000 or so lots out here if I was a big realty conglomerate. Now, I don't know how you get an exemption from paying taxes on 100 lots. However,